Hi, I'm Amo Tuum. I'm here to talk about what is an empath. First and foremost, an empath is a person, a human being with a soul. I feel many of us forget that empaths are people like you and me. The word empath is a label that is used to describe a highly sensitive person with extrasensory capabilities. But when we use this label, I feel we tend to depersonalize the person. What is a highly sensitive person? A person who can sense above and beyond what the public cannot in regards to physical sensory. A highly sensitive person, or HSP, may become overstimulated if around too much physical sensory input, such as strong perfumes and odors, lots of noise, or even fluorescent lighting in a room. Fluorescent lighting in a room may cause overstimulation due to the subtle flickering it tends to have. There are many sensitivities that may bother some, but not others. Highly sensitive people have lower tolerances for stimulation. At times, empathy and empath get mixed up as well. Empathy is how people can connect to each other to show their support and love for each other, such as when we have a friend who has lost a family member. A person will show they care by showing sympathy towards their friend because he or she knows it feels like to lose a loved one. Most people have a certain degree of empathy. A highly sensitive person will feel the other person's grief deeper and stronger, reacting to the friend in a more emotional state. Empathy is also used to share each other's joys in life. For those who are interested in more information about highly sensitive people, or HSPs, try watching the movie Sensitive with Elaine Aron. I think I pronounced Aron right, A-R-O-N. Now let's take highly sensitive people one step further. Empaths are highly sensitive people who have the ability to read subtle energy, whether if it's in the future, present, or past. Everything in this world is made of energy. People are energy, trees are energy, the earth is energy, emotions are energy, food is energy, and even that airplane we travel in is energy. Talking about energy in airplanes, I remember the first time I learned everything is energy. I was riding an airplane roughly about 31,000 feet high in the air above Earth. Talking about, it's a little nerve-wracking flying in a plane anyways, at least for me and I'm sure other people. Being 31,000 feet up high, looking straight down, lots of times not even seeing Earth because of all the clouds. Anyways, while I was traveling in an airplane 31,000 feet high in the air, I started to think about what idea of everything is energy, what the idea is. Everything is energy. What does that mean to me? Then I started to think about our airplane, the seats, the floor, etc. They're all energy. And I started to imagine the energy, what the energy looked like. I was imagining the floor to be tiny atom particles dancing around each other in a fast motion, because I knew the speed of the atoms shared how much weight they could hold up in the air. And so while flying 31,000 feet above the earth, my plane and people were being held up by little tiny particles dancing around each other. Talk about putting fear in myself. Holy smokes. It was nerve-wracking thinking about that. I had to hurry and stop myself from thinking about it. Although I suggest go ahead and ponder this idea, just not while flying. Getting back to empaths. Empaths can feel subtle energy. Empaths can also absorb the subtle energy. An empath who does not realize they are an empath will act like a sponge in the world, absorbing everyone's negative energy being negative emotions. Even empaths who know who they are can at times take in unwanted negative energy or emotions from others. An empath who is not aware of being an empath will not understand and will not be able to discern whether the emotions they are feeling are theirs or someone else's. And so they act like a chameleon through life. Whoever they are by, they will take on their emotions, acting them out as if they were their own. This is not a healthy empath or a healthy way to live. It is important to identify if you are an empath. I have a YouTube list on my channel that has Dr. Judith Orloff's test to take to see if you might be an empath. It is called Empath. My list is called Empath, Sensitivities, and Metaphysical Shows. Dr. Judith Orloff is a medical psychiatrist, doctor, who is also an empath. An empath who knows they are an empath learns how to discern whether their emotions are their own or someone else's. This reminds me of a couple talks I had with God when I first understood who I was. I gave God the thought, all babies that come into this world need to come with an instruction booklet. This instruction booklet would alert the parents to if they had an empath baby. Thus, the parents could provide a little extra help in teaching the child how to work with this ability. Boy, wouldn't that be pretty darn awesome to have an instruction booklet on every single baby that comes into this world. This baby has this sensitivity. This baby has this allergy. This baby needs extra love. This baby, and so on. That would be pretty darn awesome. Instead, we realize after much time, we need to seek help inside of ourselves. Our master teacher in life is our divine selves or our soul. When an empath takes in subtle energy into their bodies, they will feel it emotionally and at times physically. This depends on what category of empath they are. Not every empath can feel physically and or emotionally the energy of other people. Empaths may have spiritual and intuitive experiences that cannot be explained due to their being extraordinary. Empaths are people, which means they too can be either introverts or extroverts. But no matter what they are, extroverted or introverted, both groups need some alone time to sort out who they are. Some empaths are born as empaths, while others were created by traumatic circumstances. Empaths and highly sensitive people have a high-functioning nervous system, which allows them to be highly perceptive people. Empaths are highly spiritual people. In fact, you will find them being attracted to all forms of metaphysical. Empaths love nature. Nature is healing to all people, but especially to the empath who finds peace there. Empaths are some of the kindest, most loving people on the planet. If they sense someone is in need, and if they can help, they will do so. Empaths are overly stimulated by crowded areas, whether being in the mall, on a sidewalk, in a theater, or in a rush hour traffic. The empath may become overwhelmed. Why? Due to so much fast-paced emotional energy coming off of all the people. Empaths are overly stimulated by loud noises, strong odors, caffeine, sugar, salt, drama, violence, and so forth. If an empath is overwhelmed, you may see them back away from a crowd. You might see that they might try to find a quiet, dark place to sit for a bit, such as a closet. The empath may also start to cry for whatever seems like no reason, but their reason is they're overwhelmed. The empath may act aloof while in others' company. Empaths understand a person without getting to know them. This can take seconds or just a little bit longer. Empaths are master energy readers. They are able to read people's emotions and thoughts. Empaths can pick up on someone who is egotistical or someone who is all about themselves. Empath can pick up on who is energy. Oops, excuse me, sorry about that. Empath can pick up on who is and who is not an energy taker and also called an energy vampire. These people who have not learned how to use their own energy. Instead, they use drama controls or control dramas to take away other people's energy. Empath can pick up on who these energy takers are. Empaths are led by their intuitive selves. An empath also can receive guidance through life from sources that are not of this world. Empaths may have the ability to identify whose emotional energy and what emotion comes to them. Empaths can transmute negative energy to positive energy. Empaths have big hearts. They care about people. Empaths feel energy 24 hours a day. They need not read it though. Empaths are in touch with their emotions and bodies. Many people are up in their heads thinking, not paying attention to their bodies, their emotions, but not an empath. The empath is aware. The word empath is a general term. There are many categories and subcategories of empaths. The ones that I'm going to mention to you right now are general ones that Dr. Judith Orloff has on her site and in some of her books. Two categories of empaths are emotional empath and physical empaths. An emotional empath is one who picks up on emotional energy, feels it, reads it, and may take it into their body. A physical empath is an empath that picks up on physical symptoms of another person. The empath then feels the other person's symptoms in their own body. Again, you can see how either category, the physical or the emotional category, could get you into trouble as far as your health if you do not know or if you're not aware that you're an empath. So it's very important to understand and learn if you're an empath. The subcategories include of an empath. There's mediumship empath, which has the ability to communicate to spirits in the present moment. Dream empaths have the ability to receive intuitive information through dreaming to help themselves or others. Telepathic empaths have the ability to receive information about another person in the present moment. See if I can say this right. Precognitive. I have a hard time saying this word. Precognitive. Sorry about that. Precognitive empath. Ability to receive premonitions about the future in sleep or awake. A plant empath has the ability to understand and communicate to plant life. An earth empath has the ability to sense the planet, the solar system, and the weather's changes and disruptions. May have the ability to communicate as well. An animal empath has the ability to sense and connect and communicate to animals. There are many more types of empaths that I have not mentioned. These are some of the general ones though. Bottom line to take home is, if you wonder if you're an empath, please start investigating for yourself. Take Dr. Orloff's empath test, which I have listed under my Empath, Sensitive, and Metaphysical show list on YouTube. By understanding that you are an empath, you'll be able to understand who you are. Thus, you will begin your journey on learning how to use your spiritual gift in a positive way to help yourself and others. Again, if you're if you're an empath but unaware of it, you're going to be soaking in other people's symptoms, physical symptoms, sicknesses. You'll be taking in their emotions, and you will be acting out on all this as if it was your own. So it's important to find out if you're an empath, identify it. Read up, you know. There's lots and lots of articles on the internet. Some are pretty good, some are not so good. There's YouTube videos to watch and listen to. Again, some are good and some are not so good. Join our empath community. I know Dr. Judith Orloff has an empath community on Facebook. It's a very good community. I think she has probably over 16,000 people on that community. Dr. Orloff on her community also has files that you can read through and learn more about being an empath, or if you're an empath. There's books out there too. Dr. Orloff, Dr. Christiane Northurp, and there's many other authors that have wrote about being an empath. The other note to bring home is empaths are people too. Empaths are highly sensitive people who are here to add back some gentleness, understanding, and love to a harsh world. Empaths are not your enemy. Empaths are caring, loving people who are here to just help out. Help other people and help themselves understand who they are and how to fill their hearts full of love, basically. If you are aware of being an empath, please do the inner work on yourself in order to help bring love into this world. This is a harsh world, and the more we can bring more love and gentleness into it, the better. So do your inner work. Your inner work, what is that? It's shadow working, work on yourselves. Look at your beliefs, look at your childhood traumas, look at your thoughts, making sure that you have positive thoughts. If you don't, work on your thoughts, and so forth. If you have identified someone in your life as an empath, feel blessed. They are in your life. Their ability to bring in love and healing to others' lives is astounding. So feel blessed that you are in a relationship with an empath or have one in your life. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed our talk together. Hopefully I helped clear up some things about empaths. Please like and share. Comment if you have any positive comments to make on this. And until next time, this is Amatum. Keep on smiling.